Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Subnautica Below Zero early access gameplay. This is episode 3 of the new update, the Frostbite update, which delivered lots of goodness in the form of a new story. And actually, before I meant to do something before we left the pod here, so let's just sit back there really quickly because there was a PDA entry that I skipped over last night, and it's kind of important. So let's make sure that we read everything in the PDA, since that's where the bulk of the story is right now, until all this stuff gets voiced. Here it is. It's in our databank under Altera data downloads, notice of death. I'm not going to read this to you totally word for word. The gist of it is, this is Altera telling you that Sam, your sister, has died. Regrettably, as a result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Now, the question is, do we believe Altera? Is our sister actually dead? I'm not going to take Altera's word for it. I don't think Robin would either. We're going to confirm this ourselves. Or, ideally, find that Altera is lying. So in the last episode, we made the rebreather and we made the high-capacity air tank, which means we can now go down to the sanctuary site and have something interesting happen to us there. That is not voiced yet. We've seen the old one multiple times on this channel. I guess we could actually go through with it. Even though it's not voiced, I could read the voiced stuff for you. These are the brinicles. Remember, we saw these last time? These are a newish addition. They grow over time and they're dangerous. You don't want to brush up against them because they will hurt you. I was just kind of swimming aimlessly in the wrong direction here. If we're going to actually hit Alan's site here, let's go ahead and do that. But really what I'm really interested in, I'll tell you, is the Glacial Basin, because they've done a complete rework of the Glacial Basin. We saw these the last update. These are not brand new to this update, but they are ice fruit plants. They don't have an icon yet, but you can eat them, and they are delicious. They taste like ice fruit. I don't know if you've ever had ice fruit before. Okay, so I've been taking us in completely the wrong direction, but that's fine, because you know what? We're kind of over where I wanted to show you anyway, because as I said, the Glacial Basin has received a complete overhaul, and I would love to get back in there and see it, and there are now 2 ways back into the Glacial Basin. One of them is the old way, where you go through that tunnel underwater. The other one is back in here somewhere, and I don't really know for sure where. I may not be taking us where we're supposed to be heading right now, but let's see. This looks promising. It looks like it's kind of leading us to go down here. Yeah, this looks okay. Let's see where this takes us. Because it's Subnautica, we must explore. We are definitely in a new area. Hello, Thermal Lily. Thank you. Let's see what's back here. So this is not really a new area. What this is the original base from the start of the old story. Now, as I understand it, there's nothing to do here right now, but based on stuff that I've been reading, there is something to do back in here later at a certain point in the game. I've been in there. There's nothing in there right now. I mean, if we've never been in there before, I can just quickly run you through there, but we've all been in there in the original. This is where you started the game in the original story, so we know what it's like in here, but I'll just quickly run you through there. It's a beautiful greenhouse here. Nothing is scannable in here as far as I can tell. There are these PDAs that mostly say like TBD. They're not really. Harvest edible plants, translate symbols, send completed research samples to Vesper, continue investigation of the force field mechanisms at research site 0 in progress, send weekly status report, varnish prawn suits, blah 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 blah. Yeah, all these PDAs don't really tell you much right now. Well, you can go back in if you've never been back in here before. You can go in here. This is where we actually woke up at the beginning of the first story iteration, right there. This is Robin's little spot. Data downloads TBD. We don't know what that's going to mean. But we've been here before, right? And any game designer that thinks having alarms blaring in the background is a good idea. Slackers, have you seen Lil around? So this is another character here, Lillian. Now that you mention it, no. What does she do all day? I don't know. Phase gate things? Like what? I thought they gave up on Architect Contact. Wasn't robotics supposed to get their funding now? How would I know about that? Talk to Ayu. No, thanks. You're still angry about the spy penguins. The automatic rock puncher would have enhanced mining revenues enough to fund both products. What does this have to do with Lil again? Resource allocation. If she's off looking for that clicking sound in the twisty bridges, using company time and resources again, like you're using my resources right now. Hercus Lanka puts on a do not disturb icon. Can't get in there. I don't put too much weight on any of this PDA stuff. This is probably all going to change, but that felt pretty written and fleshed out. Architect data transfer notes. Other teams have been pursuing more debulous approaches. I don't think debulous is a word. To awakening the architects, we have been more practical. We know these part organic, part digital beings stored what they thought of as themselves on computers within their sanctuaries. We know efforts to wake or communicate with them in situ have been in vain. What we have theorized is necessary to truly make first contact is for these digital ghosts to first be recombined with some organic component. Like me? After studying these sanctuaries, we believe they had means both to grow cybernetic bodies and to transfer the data patterns between them. We have developed and attached a range of formula which we hope will be predictive if and when such process is activated. In theory, we could tell if any architect consciousness on the system were awakened. We will present our findings as soon as the paper is ready. So they're going to be on the lookout for us going to the sanctuary site. Data download TBD. That has no info. I may have missed one or two PDAs in here. It's not the, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. We're not going to search out nook and cranny of this place. We've been here before. Now that's the shuttle launch pad over there where Jeffov took off and left us to die in the last iteration of the story. And as far as I know, there's nothing to actually do or scan back. As I was saying, nothing to scan or do back in here. Sorry, the frigid temperatures out here getting to me caused a little frog in my throat there. So, this gets you back in here, but there is more. There's more. Not this way, though. We're going to have to go find it, and I don't really know where it is. I feel like I should go this way. Stay away from the brinicles. Boy, the pop-in is so much better now, isn't it? The stuff fades in really nicely now. I am just going to hug this wall here. You know, another thing we haven't done is crafted the compass. We could have done that before we left the pod. But I think I'm just going to hug the wall here and see what's over there. If we don't find it by the time this other entrance, by the time the sun goes down, we'll actually go to... This is it. This is it. We'll actually go over to... the sanctuary site. Get up here. Is this it? Is that our crash site? Oh, are we back at our crash site? Yep. Okay, we're back at our crash site. That's a strange graphical artifact there. Not sure what that's about. And I'm not sure how we got back in here. We should not be here. We're leaving. Thank you, thermal lilies. Oh, you're so warm. Oh, that feels good. Thank you. So this is where we first entered the water, so obviously this is not the entrance to the Glacial Basin. The new entrance. Let's just keep hugging the wall here and see if we can turn up. Getting a little chop back in here. It's surprising because it's been so smooth so far, but it feels like this area may not be totally done yet. I think we might want to go under here. Oh yeah, this isn't nerve-wracking at all, getting under these big ice floes. Not sure how you're going to get to the surface. Let's see what's up here. Some unfinished terrain there. This does not feel finished. I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. I don't think that's it. I mean, it looked like there was some weird terrain problem going on there, so I'm just going to steer clear of that. This looks like a clue. It actually looks like it's pointing... Oh, it's pointing toward the emergency supply cache. That's what that is. There is basically a way to straight up walk right back into the Glacial Basin now. This looks promising, but again, this may be one of the unfinished areas. This may be coming into play at some point, but not quite ready for prime time. Or this is it. Maybe we should go up there. I think we're a little bit protected from the weather. Well, this is a way you could come down, but you can't get up. Let's try around this way. We are not protected from the weather here at all. Oh, just getting warmer, getting warmer. We'll stay here and warm up for a second. We made it. Guys, we are in the Glacial Basin, and guess what? They did it. They flooded the Glacial Basin. It's what I've been begging them to do for so long. Unfortunately, we're getting here right as the sun is going down. Shoot. Well, there's not going to be much point in poking around back in here with the sun down because I have no idea. This is my first time back in the new Glacial Basin. I don't know where anything is. It'd be nice to get up and check out that radio antenna, though. Get back up there. Nope, can't quite make it up there. Maybe without the sea glide? There'll be another one, though. Just gotta find it. Well, I could be wrong. This may not even be the Glacial Basin. I don't know. This doesn't quite look right where I'm sitting, but then again, it is dark. Aurora Borealis is what we would call it here on Earth. Pretty is what we call it on 4546b. Nice. Alright, not entirely convinced that we are actually in the Glacial Basin now. And yes, I could pull up the console and it'll tell us what biome we're in. But I ain't gonna do that. This looks like where they want you to come up out of the water. Alright, there are the jellies, who are, you know, that's the end. So this is probably the entrance we're looking for. We just got to be really careful because we are going to be getting cold out here, and I don't know where anything is. So we could conceivably... Oh, jeez, look at that. Don't go off of there. I don't know if that's water down there or not. These are new plants. I've never seen these before. Those are pretty. Yeah, it looks... I think there's a bridge up there. I think we are in the Glacial Basin here, guys, but until the sun... Yeah, okay, there's some lights over there. And look, they flooded the whole basin. You can't see. All right, well, we'll stay here for a little while, and you'll be able to see when the sun comes up. Hi, jellies. Should we go say hello? Hello. Big ugly jellies. So this is where you would have come up the last time we did this. I mean, the last iteration of the Glacial Basin. We'd be coming up right here. Signals from the deep. This was already... No, this wasn't in. Lillian Bench. I'm not going to read it now because we're going to freeze to death out here. Let's get someplace warm and I'll read that for you. Do these warm you up? Oh yeah, okay, good. Standing next to that'll warm you up. Good. There's some lights down there. The old rocket base used to be up there. But I don't think it's there anymore. Let's follow the light cues going this way. Or maybe not this way exactly. Those look great. Yeah, we gotta get down there. Can we do this without breaking a leg? Maybe. Yep. Okay. I'm not hearing any more thermal vents, so we gotta be keeping an eye out for some place to duck in and get warm. Uh-oh, storm's coming. I think we can probably get warm in here as long as there are no Snow Stalkers in here. We're still cold. Alright, now we're warming up. Eat fruit plants. Crystal. Frozen crystals. Thank you. Looks like the sun's coming up. There's the Snow Fox base. So I guess that was a dock similar to the old dock, but maybe that wasn't actually the dock. I don't know. Everything's completely changed around. Completely. Wow. Looks good too. In my humble opinion. We're not that cold. Let's check these crates down here before we go up to the Snow Fox base. Hi. Warm it up. Good. And I'm going to drink that water that we just picked up. Actually, we could eat some heat food plants. There we go. And the ice fruit. I don't know if ice fruit would oh, I ate the ice fruit. The ice fruit's what I just ate. It didn't cool me down. Spy pangling. Looks like he's going to go back in there. Spy pangling remote control device can blend in with real penguins and get into spaces too small for a typical human. It's good for collecting otherwise impossible to reach resources and is also equipped with a camera. Good to know. Oh right, here's another thing that they added. You can make snowballs. I'm not sure what you can actually do with the snowballs, but I have a snowball. I've thrown a snowball. This is great. There's got to be some achievement for pegging that snowman back at the original base with a snowball. Getting a little cold. Come on, thermal vent. You need to start spouting. I'm gonna have to eat a heat fruit. Start spouting, please. No? We're gonna have to get up to the base quickly then. Oh, that feels good. Okay, I see some stairs. So they flooded some of the Glacial Basin, not all of it. It's fine. All right, we'll go in there in a second. Let me just see if there's anything interesting over here. We're still warm enough. Nothing. This is where Jeffov's shuttle crash landed in the first story iteration. Run, Robin, run on your stubby little legs. Snow Fox base. Battery. Hover pad, snow pad. We don't need to get. Where's my scanner? And we have the
new technology acquired.
Hover pad blueprint. We just need to find fragments of the Snow Fox itself. Should be some stuff to scan in here. You used to be able to scan. Yep, you can scan this large room fragment. So we can build a large room now. So if you give me a second here, I just want to unpin
new blueprint acquired.
That, and then we can read that databank entry that we skipped over. I don't think it's that important, but I forget which one it was. Slackers, spy pangling log, research continues to go well. The spy pangling adds many more opportunities to research this incredible planet, allowing us to reach areas we previously could not reach. Many of these areas have dense resource pockets. Native life seems to respond well to the spy pangling, with minimal attacks to the penguin. Using the penguin in the field will become a focus moving forward. I'm not sure where that other thing we picked up is. I'm not that concerned with it right now. Snow Fox fragment. I picked that up, but it didn't. Oh, sapient life. Fred says, "Hey there, Sam." Oh, hey there, Pengling buddy. Sam laughs. Hi, Fred. What brings you this way? I was just passing by. Lillian wanted a hand with the deep dive out in the bridges. You know, I think she's right. There is some weird stuff out there. The clicking sound? An SOS. I heard it with my own ears. So you think she's right? There's intelligent life down there? Sapient life. And I don't know. I'll leave that to you scientist types. This scientist is more at home with these penguins. But if my sister were here, she'd be all over this. Wait, are you telling me you're not the brains in the family? Oh, my family has many different brains, like a hydra. Hydra's misspelled. Acting silly hisses like a snake. Okay, yeah. Actually, I like that analogy, but it makes it hard to get along sometimes. But it's never dull. Interesting. We can scan a counter. I guess I should be scanning this stuff if we're going to build a base on this playthrough. The ugliest single wall shelf in history of the universe.
New blueprint acquired.
We picked up something new.
Blueprint acquired.
A water purification tablet combined with a snowball to create drinkable water. I like it. Something new. There's some jukebox music. Nerd Out's diving in too deep, which I actually liked. That was one of the few jukebox songs that I actually enjoyed. So I guess we're gonna have to build a jukebox.
Acquired.
So we can listen to it. I don't think, do we need this anymore? No, we already got that. And apparently we are full because we didn't pick that up. Inventory is full, really? Yep, it is. Well, we can't do anything with the water purification tablet right now. Everything else I think we need to hold on to. Nothing scannable here. We can get upstairs. Let's go check out upstairs. Yay, another alarm. Oh no, this is the SOS. ... dash 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 ... dash. Okay, anyway. Quartz we don't need. I'll take that. Let's drop us some titanium here. For making the Snow Fox. Because they've also tweaked how the Snow Fox rides. Apparently it's still a bit of a vomit comet, but not as bad as it used to be. Check that out. Hello, keep calm everyone. My bench to scan. I love my benches. And an indoor grow bed. Definitely need one of those. Now scannable. It was here in the last update, but it wasn't scannable. Is that another lubricant? Yeah, our inventory is full and probably won't need another one. Heater. Still heating stuff. Cold suit. And insulated suit to provide you protection from the cold. And a locker. This is a large locker. Overall progress 1 of 2. We're gonna have to find another one before we can actually build one of those. And I think that the wall lockers are now something you have to scan before building as well. But we already found one of those. I don't remember if we scanned it or not. Sample extraction update. The Vesper has continued to support my requests for more staff members to investigate the anomaly frozen in the ice. We have made steady progress with the excavation and are close to being able to extract a viable sample. Special care will be needed for safe transport if sample extraction is successful. There's another locker. Now we have the locker blueprint, or we should anyway. Nothing in this locker. kind of weird that they have the picture of the same girl from Subnautica here. That girl gets around. I'm just saying.
Blueprint acquired.
Oh, the swivel chair. The swivel chair is a lie, guys. It does not swivel.
New blueprint
Just
acquired.
full disclosure. I'm trying to keep calm, but without a swivel chair, it's tough. Ah, power cell charger fragment. And that's it. We
New
only needed
blueprint acquired.
one, so now we have that. Indoor, another indoor. Grow bread. Oh yeah, the fridge. Nothing in the fridge. Whoops. Something weird just happened there. When I tried to click on it, it gave me a strange glitch. We will scan it so we can build one of our own at some point. And what is sadder than a broken coffee machine? But now it looks like we can build one ourselves. Maybe, I don't know. That's not guaranteed. So we can scan it now, terrific. Doesn't mean we can actually build it.
New blueprint acquired.
Bar table, because everybody needs a good bar area. Or every base needs a good bar area. I think we got everything. Again, I'm not going to spend hours digging through every nook and cranny. I think we got all the important stuff. And now we just need to find another snow fox fragment out in the world somewhere. Let's just check around back in here, make sure that there isn't one hiding back here. A little bit of sticky terrain there. I think that's it. Let's go out. Hopefully it's still sunny and we can find another snow fox fragment and hopefully build a snow fox and give that a run back in here. See if they've made this area a little bit more snow fox friendly, because it really was not ideal place to be using a snow fox back in the day. Let's go up. See any, but there's a heat food plant back in there. Keep that in mind if we start to get cold and eat the ones we have. We'll go up that ladder in a second. Let's see what's over here first. Dangerous weather approaching. Oh, hi, Birdie. Birdie was frozen there for a second. Seeing a single snow fox fragment, not one. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention when we scanned that one in the base. Was one all that was necessary there? Wow, this looks good. Nice. Is that one over there maybe? Hang on. Did we actually get the snow fox blueprint, or do we still need it? We got the hover pad. Snow fox is supposed to be with vehicles, base rooms, base pieces, sea glide, graft. Snow fox, 1 of 3. We need 2 more, and it's getting cold. The sun's going down. The sun's getting real low, big guy. Yeah, we're gonna have to eat a heat fruit here. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you get hypothermia, you just die immediately. It's not like your health starts to drain. You just basically die, so I gotta eat something here. Warm up a bit. And sun's a going down. It's gonna be harder and harder to see anything back in here, especially if it starts storming. I don't know where it goes, but there's a chance it might be warm down there, so let's try it. No, heat's still going down. Ow. Okay, heat's going up. Heat's going up. We're warming up. A flare. Do we want a flare? I don't think we really want to bother ourselves with a flare right now. I missed something up on that level. Let's see. Can we go up there? Oh, there's a new ladder climbing animation. That's nice. Get something to eat. Yeah, this is all new to me. Something for us to scan back in there, an ore vein. So with the prawn drill arm, I think you can get at that ore and use it for. Nobody's really sure yet, as far as I can tell. Have been in here. Got light sticks. Man, I finally was getting familiar with the old Glacial Basin. As much as I disliked it, at least I knew where stuff was. Now I am completely at a loss. That looks like it's indicating go that way. So we'll go that way in a second. Let me just see what's over there. Is this how we came up? Is that water? There's water down there. Good to know we can jump in if we start getting cold. But let's go this way first. More heat fruit, but yeah, Snow Stalker. There's a Snow Stalker. And these dudes swim now. I mean, they were always intended to be able to, you know, they were supposed to be amphibious, so they could either be like a polar bear, can either be on land or in the water. He sees me. Get away, get away, get away. I don't think he's going to let us in that cave. This is where we came out. Let's go up this way. Still not a single snow fox fragment. This feels like it's kind of taken us back where we started. Haha, snow fox fragment. 2 of 3. But getting cold. Quartz. Getting real cold now. I'm just gonna try to duck into some place that's sheltered. See if I can warm up. Was I warming up in here? No. $10 seconds. I'm gonna have to eat another heat fruit, and then we're gonna have to refill on heat fruit because we're getting low. Yeah, we can't get into that Snow Stalker cave. We're gonna have to find someplace else to warm up here. Oh, there's a vent right there. If I can get to it. Yeah, jumping is not Robin's strong suit. She has those stubby little legs. It's hard for her to get any kind of verticality. Freeze again. Wow, super cold all of a sudden. Oh, my temperature started plummeting. Is this where we... Yeah, this is where we just were. I mean, at least we can go in there and warm up, we know. But there is that thermal vent up there. Of course, turns out the vent has to be actually venting for the warming up to work, so forget that. Let's just climb down. Are I warming up? Yes, I are. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I are. Well, you know what? I think we've we've started an adventure here in the new Glacial Basin. I like what I'm seeing so far, but the real test is going to be getting on the Snow Fox and seeing how that handles back in here. So why don't we call it an episode here, and I will kind of search a bit and try to figure out where we want to go and what we want to do next, so that we're not just wandering around aimlessly back in here forever. Okay, so let's call it an episode here, episode 3 of the Frostbite update. And leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying it, and there'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.